If you like Harrison Ford, you should definitely watch our picks for his best movies. We hope you will enjoy the following ranking. Please let us know your favorite in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to never miss a good movie again.
Number 10. The Fugitive, 1993.
When I came home, there was a man in my house. I fought with this man. He had a mechanical arm.
The Fugitive is a 1993 thriller and crime flick. It was directed by Andrew Davis and stars Tommy Lee Jones, Harrison Ford, and Celia Ward. The Fugitive is one of the most exhilarating thrillers of its time. The story of a sinless man, wrongfully accused, and sentenced for the pitiless murder of his wife, while transferring him to another jail with all other inmates. The van gets into an accident and one man escapes his execution. He is determined to find his wife's murderer and steer clear of the police.
Whoa! What happened? Where'd he go?
I get a Peter Pan right here off of this dam, right here.
What?
Yeah, boom.
Number 9. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, 1984.
We're not going to Delhi, doll. We're going to Pankot Palace.
Pankot? I can't go to Pankot. I'm a singer.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom is a 1984 action and adventure film and sequel to the first in the Indiana Jones series, released 3 years earlier. It is directed by Steven Spielberg and stars Harrison Ford, Kate Capshaw, and Jonathan Kekwan. In this adventure, Indiana Jones ventures out in a quest of fortune and prosperity in old Shanghai, but ends up on an adventure in India with his companions. There, he stumbles upon a secret cult committing enslavement and human sacrifices in the catacombs of an ancient palace.
You know nuts. He's crazy.
Molaram, prepare to meet Kali in hell.
Number 8. Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, 2015.
Chewie, we're home.
30 years after the defeat of Darth Vader and the Empire, a new threat arises in a galaxy far, far away. The Force Awakens is a 2015 epic space opera film produced, co-written, and directed by J.J. Abrams and starring Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, Adam Driver, Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, and Oscar Isaac. The First Order attempts to rule the galaxy and only a small crew of heroes can stop them. Meanwhile, a scavenger named Rey teams up with a stormtrooper to return a droid to the Resistance base containing a map to Jedi Master Luke Skywalker.
This map's not complete. It's just a piece. Ever since Luke disappeared, people have been looking for him.
Number 7. Blade Runner 2049, 2017.
I just have some questions. What questions?
"30 years after the events of the first in the series, a new Blade Runner, LAPD Officer K, unearths a secret that has the potential to plunge society into chaos. Blade Runner 2049 is a 2017 neo-noir science fiction film directed by Denis Villeneuve that stars Ryan Gosling, Harrison Ford, Ana de Armas, and Jared Leto. As Officer K puts the pieces together, he realizes that the key element that binds everything together in this mystery is a retired Blade Runner, Rick Deckard. Will K be allowed to unearth the truth?
You look lonely. I can fix that. You look like a good show.
Number 6. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, 1989.
Can you try and reach my left jacket pocket? What am I looking for? My lucky charm.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade is a 1989 fantasy and film directed by Steven Spielberg and starring Sean Connery, Harrison Ford, and Alison Doody. Indiana Jones gets a diary sent from his father containing clues and a map to find the mysterious Holy Grail. When he also hears from a private collector about the disappearance of his father, Indiana Jones goes on an adventure to Italy to find him. In the course of this pursuit, Jones finds himself up against Adolf Hitler's Nazis to hinder them from getting the powers of the Holy Grail.
11 o'clock! Dad, 11 o'clock!
What happens at 11 o'clock?
12, 11, 10, 11 o'clock, fire!
Number 5. Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, 1983.
3PO, you tell that slimy piece of worm-ridden filth he'll get no such pleasure from us, right?
As the evil Emperor Palpatine oversees the construction of the new Death Star by Darth Vader, smuggler Han Solo is rescued by his friends from vile gangster Jabba the Hutt. Return of the Jedi is a 1983 epic space opera film directed by Richard Marquand and starring Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, and Billy D. Williams. Leaving Luke Skywalker in Jedi training with Master Yoda, Solo returns to the Rebels to complete his battle with the Empire. During the ensuing fighting, the returned Skywalker is captured by Darth Vader.
I've accepted the truth that you were once Anakin Skywalker, my father.
That name no longer has any meaning for me.
It is the name of your true self you've only forgotten. I know there is good in you. The Emperor hasn't driven it from you fully.
Number 4. Blade Runner 1982.
Remember when you were 6? You and your brother snuck into an empty building through a basement window. You were gonna play doctor?
In a cyberpunk vision of the future, a corporation develops human clones, known as replicants, to be used as slaves in extraterrestrial colonies outside Earth. Blade Runner is a 1982 science fiction film directed by Ridley Scott and is loosely based on Philip K. Dick's novel Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? In Los Angeles 2019, Deckard is a Blade Runner, a cop who specializes in terminating replicants. He is forced to come out of retirement when 4 replicants escape from an off-world colony and come to Earth.
All those moments will be lost in time. Like tears in rain.
Number 3. Raiders of the Lost Ark 1981.
You want to talk to God? Let's go see him together. I've got nothing better to do.
Raiders of the Lost Ark is a 1981 action-adventure film directed by Steven Spielberg and starring Karen Allen, Harrison Ford, and Paul Freeman. Dr. Indiana Jones, a famous archaeologist and specialist in the occult, is appointed by the U.S. government to get the Ark of the Covenant, which supposedly contains the 10 Commandments. At the same time, agents of Hitler are also looking for it. In a quest to find this artifact, Indy and his ex-partner Marion set out on a journey that takes them to far-flung places from Nepal to Cairo.
You're gonna give mercenaries a bad name. Dr. Jones? Surely you don't think you can escape from this island?
It depends on how reasonable we're all willing to be. All I want is the girl.
Number 2. Star Wars A New Hope, 1977.
You've never heard of the Millennium Falcon?
Should I have?
It's a ship that made the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs.
Welcome to a galaxy far, far away. Princess Leia is taken hostage by the Galactic Empire in an effort to take over the galaxy. A New Hope is a 1977 epic space opera film written and directed by George Lucas and starring Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, and Alec Guinness. A simple farm boy, Luke Skywalker joins forces with a Jedi, a smuggler, and 2 droids to save the galaxy from the Empire's world-destroying Death Star. On their way, they try to save Princess Leia from the mysterious Darth Vader, and so begin a long journey to peace in the galaxy.
An elegant weapon for a more civilized age. For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice in the Old Republic.
Number 1. Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, 1980.
I love you.
I know.
Fleeing the Galactic Empire, the rebels abandon their new base in an assault on the ice world of Hoth. The Empire Strikes Back is a 1980 epic space opera film directed by Irvin Kershner and starring Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher and Billy D. Williams. While Han and Leia escape to planet Bespin, where they are greeted by Han's old friend Lando Calrissian, Luke travels to Dagobah in search of Jedi Master Yoda. Only with Yoda's help can Luke survive the dark side of the Force's efforts to draw him into an ultimate duel with Darth Vader.
Obi-Wan has taught you well. You have controlled your fear. Now, release your anger. Only your hatred can destroy me.
Do you agree with our list? Please let us know in the comments below. If you want to know more about a particular movie in this list, you can check out our links in the video description. And for more top 10 movie videos, be sure to subscribe to Community TV.